back in our Minecraft world once again after just a little bit of time not playing. But you see, that's the beauty of Minecraft. We could just go at our own pace. We could take breaks, take our time. There's no rush. And what's that? Villagers are going to be nerfed in the future. Wait, what? Villagers are going to be nerfed in a future update? Okay, I take back everything that I just said. We need to swiftly set up a system for siphoning substantial sums of sales from these civilians, and I think I have the perfect plan to do so. We are going to build a small Japanese village on the top of this mountain. So first things first, we better get started by chopping down a dark oak forest. And if you're wondering why it took so long for this video to come out, it's because I've been practicing this magic trick. Okay, now you see a dark oak forest. All right, and now you don't. Okay, well, you might still see some of it, but let's not be too picky here. And after quite a lot of debate, I'm gonna add another task to our plate today. We have a lot of materials that we need to gather, and so I actually feel like it'd be faster for us to just go to the end and get shulker boxes instead of trying to do it without them. So the plan right now is going to be to try to find enough diamonds to make full diamond armor, and hopefully that will give us enough protection to safely go to both the nether and the end. And the best way to do that is in a montage. Now I think it's time for a little bit of Now, with all of that mined up, we have a grand total of 64 plus 20, so 84 diamonds. That is definitely enough to make yourselves a chest plate and leggings. Here's protection 4 on the leggings, and luckily protection 4 on the chest plate as well. Somehow, we also got unbreaking 3 on both, so that is amazing. And now for the first time in this series, we are fully kitted out in diamond armor. It only took us 459 days. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in the last episode, we built this whole island for a nether portal, but then never actually went through it. Let's see where our portal generates. In the nether. Who would have known? Now, just to avoid any unwanted portal generation, I'm going to make another portal there that perfectly links up with that one in the overworld and then destroy this one. Oh, you know what would have been kind of nice in here? A bow. I already hate the nether as it is in regular Minecraft, and now it's even worse because we're in hardcore. Oh, there are so many piglins. I know gold armor would be a really smart idea, but then I have to take off protection for diamond, and I really don't want to do that. Oh, and hoglins. Okay. Very scary. Well, you want to go? You want to go? You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. If I were a fortress, where would I be? Oh my gosh, there's bastions everywhere here. I am very much out of my comfort zone going through the basalt delta of all places. And by the looks of it, this place goes on for quite a while. Ooh, another fortress. We may have spotted a fortress, but it is so far away. Let's make a run for it. Ooh, no. I see there is quite the welcoming party here. Okay, it's gonna be easy. This is gonna be so easy. It's not even gonna be risky in this. Ooh. Oh, this is a dangerous area. Why did I do this? What? Why did I do this? Retreat. Now, what I always like to do when I'm doing these nether fortresses is to just place blocks like this on all of the entrances to hallways. Ooh, see? Now, if you encounter a wither skeleton, they can't get to you. It is genius. Okay, I got this. I could do... Oh, no, magma slime. You bounce away. No, don't go towards the spawner. Ooh. Why does it feel like I'm playing a horror game all of a sudden? Why are you just spawning there? Oh my gosh. We're going in. Okay, nice. Begin blocking this off. That should be pretty good. Oh, bad. Don't hit me like that. Oh, I tried to put up a shield. I don't have one. Am I overreacting? Because I have protection 4, right? Like, they can't do too much to me. Well, like I've said before, this is my first time really ever doing hardcore. I don't want to take any chances. Yeah, we got 64 plus 5 blaze rods. Now it's time to head back. Oh, where did you come from? I do not need to be overstaying my welcome in this place. Although there are so many wither skeletons here. I would not mind trying to get 3 wither skulls. I got a second one. Well, now we have to get the third. Oh, danger. I shouldn't be doing this. I should just leave. I have what I came for. But there's so many things for me to kill. Oh, there's so many of them. Here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a wither skeleton skull. Okay, we can leave. Now, what I'm thinking is we can be nice and safe about this, and we just build ourselves a new nether portal. Like, we're only 700 blocks away from our nether portal. So that times 8, it's like 5,600 blocks away from home. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. It is nighttime as well. Fantastic. Oh, no, there's a trident, is what I would say if I was actually afraid. But I welcome this challenge. No trident. Excuse me. What were you doing up there? What the? Yellow spiders? You know, maybe, just maybe, I should have just gone back through the nether. Wait a minute. Did we already have cherry blossom saplings? Call me crazy, but I don't think we did. Oh, ooh, and the flowers. Okay, what can we get rid of? There it is. We have made it back. And now that we have finally returned from the nether, I know exactly what we need to do. Go back to the nether. We need ender pearls, and the best place to get them is that blue place over there. And now we should actually be done in the nether. Eyes of Ender acquired. All that's left is trying to get a good bow. And that is not it. That is what we're looking for. Just need a little more XP, and yes, we do have an entire raid farm that would give it to us in maybe like a minute. But I gotta be honest, I do not trust myself at that raid farm. It has been quite a while since I used it, and I don't remember how. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, so I will just go down to the spider farm instead. See you guys at level 30. Can we see power 4 on top of infinity, or even unbreaking? You know what? I'll take it. I couldn't help myself. I had to go back to some more levels, get power 4 done breaking 3. That's fine. Then we dink, and get ourselves a power 4 bow. Now it's just a matter of gathering up a couple more things we need. And with all of that preparation out of the way, it is time to head off and find that stronghold. Wait. I forgot the Eyes of Ender. Let's see which way it goes. That way. Now it's time to go find that stronghold. Oh. I think it's right here. Also, in case you're wondering why I made so many Eyes of Ender, so am I. Another thing I'm wondering is where the stronghold is. Oh, it's right here. It is concerning to me how quiet it is here. I have yet to hear a single mob. Oh, I forgot the armor trim existed. And a second library with more armor trim. Oh, I heard that. We're already here. I'm usually inside of these stupid things for like 3 hours. But there we go. This very well could be the end of the series. All right, let's go kill ourselves a dragon. And there we go. We have officially freed the end. Look at that. Look at all this XP. I took off the pumpkin helmet for a second. Oh, I just get that for free. Yeah, I took off the pumpkin. We're going to be putting that right back on because I do not trust myself. And now it's off to find an end city. All right, game. I believe in you. Don't spawn me on a tiny island. That was scary. Ooh. Oh, right on top of a chorus fruit. You know, normally when I hold the shift button to crouch, it's completely fine. But as soon as you put me over the void, I put so much force into that shift button. End city spotted. Here they are, our first pair of wings. Now, really quickly, before we leave, want to see an easy way to get an achievement? Look at this. Okay, ready? You get hit by these things, you fly around for a little bit, and then you eat a chorus fruit, and boom, look at that. We just cheesed that achievement. Now it is time for us to make our great escape, and that is exactly why I brought some rockets. Luckily, there was a gateway pretty close to where we were, and not only that, but there's another one right there. One pearl in a dream. Beautiful. And just like that, we have beat Minecraft. Or really what it means is that this world is just getting started. Also, regarding the goodies that we got from the end city, this is everything. We should probably try to make a creeper farm or some sort of gunpowder farm soon, because now that we have unlocked the elytra, we definitely want to use it. I could have just traded for infinity. I forgot that our mending guy had that. Well, a little late to discover that now. Oh, and I had also bought one already. What can I say? I am just a genius. Oh, we do have a gunpowder farm of sorts. So I guess what we're really gonna need is a sugarcane farm. Also, unbreaking. We desperately need unbreaking. Yeah, know what? How about we just get ourselves unbreaking 3 right now? Surely this won't take too long, right? It took exactly 99 resets of the lectern, but we have ourselves unbreaking 3. So now this thing should not break as easily. You see, our plan is to try and turn this area into a nice traditionally Japanese-ish thing. As you could tell, we really haven't done anything. I have no idea where any of these buildings are gonna go, but that's a problem for future me. Current me is gonna go collect a lot of materials. We have good news and bad news. The good news is we have a decent amount of resources gathered up, which should be the main resources we're gonna need for whatever we build here. But the bad news is I am now future Java, which means this is now my problem. So before we can even begin building, I'm first gonna have to do a lot of terraforming, and I have no plans for this. I might also go ahead and fight the wither down in a random hole somewhere, because that'll probably help quite a bit when we have to clear out all this stone. So let's get to work. This is just a wither fight. I don't expect this to be in the video, but if something goes terribly wrong, then at least I have footage. Now, I would say I feel bad about cheesing the wither, but I don't, and I'm probably going further than I really need to. Should be good to go. Wither Skull 1, Wither Skull 2, and Wither Skull, I have an arrow, yes, 3. Oh, I forgot how loud this thing gets. Now we just fire some arrows. I am a trained professional. Already phase 2, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so easy. There's Diamond. Oh, he actually got a hit on me? I'm kind of disappointed. Oh, he's got 2 hits on me. 3. Okay, you know, I don't want to waste a totem for no. Oh, sure. Okay, he's a little. He's aggro. Okay, all right. Okay. Well, this is. I don't like this anymore. stop that. He is gonna be recovering health. We don't like that here. So I'm gonna mine over into my other mine where I can get close to him again. And, where'd it go? Ooh, there it is. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I haven't had a wither fight go this bad in a long time. Okay, we just have to finish you. No more. Go away. Stop it. It was fine. I wasn't even worried. Note to self, don't do it in this tall of a tunnel. Only do it in a 2-block tall tunnel. 3-block allows the dude to snipe you. But I will be taking my diamonds. Well, that took a little bit longer than I anticipated. Just the changes that we made here ended up taking about 7 hours. And as you could probably tell, we're not done because there's like no texturing or anything. And I barely touched the stuff at the top of the hill. But that took so long that I feel like an entirely different person. What? All jokes aside, I did go and change some stuff in terms of visual aspects of the game. Just some basic resource pack changes, like having grass on all sides of the block. And then obviously this. And I mean, I'm still getting used to it, but I do like how it looks. So if we just fly on up over here, this area is very obviously not done. The plan is to have a path that comes up this way. I still haven't decided about that mound of land. Part of me wants to leave it there and then put a nice pretty tree on top, and another part of me wants to just get rid of it. But either way, the path will come up this way to where I think I'm putting the blacksmith. Then over here, we're gonna put some sort of body of water, maybe a little pond, something similar to what we have going on over there. And then we'll just have buildings all in this area. I don't have any necessarily concrete plans as to what I'm doing with this terrain. I'm just gonna kind of work with it as we go. And I will say, I'm not super ecstatic about how it looks. It's all right, but it could definitely use some improvements. However, I want to get started with building the actual buildings. Well, that definitely took a little while, and we are about to sleep because it's kind of dangerous when the sun sets, but I just wanted to show this off because I love it so much. From down on the street level, if we look up at some of these buildings, it kind of looks like they're glowing inside, but no light is actually being emitted. So it gives the illusion that there are lights on inside. But this place is certainly not spawn proof, so we cannot let it be nighttime for too long. Our work is not done yet because there's a lot of terraforming we need to do, but I thought we would just have a nice little tour of some of these buildings. So this one is like a farm kind of building thing. I could probably put some animals in here. Interior of pretty much every single building looks like this, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting to that in this video. My thought is in the back we could have maybe a wheat farm or some sort of farm, but of course this terraforming isn't done yet either. Then we have this building, and I don't really know its function. I was trying to design buildings that could work for all the different professions of the villagers. Ignore that up there. That's just how we get the funky little lighting effect on the outside. So having this out here kind of makes me think like the Fletcher could live here. We could set up some targets or something like that. Obviously, there's going to be multiple professions in all of these buildings because they're a little big for just one profession each. Here we have what will probably be something like the butcherer and some other folks. If we head in, beautiful. We're just gonna ignore the fact that there are a bunch of sheep back here, some of them actually strung up to the fences. I needed some gray wool, and this seemed like a pretty safe place to put these guys. Eventually, they're probably gonna be going over there though. I just wasn't sure if there was enough grass here to keep shearing them for actual functionality. Then we got this thing, which I designed it to kind of be a library for the librarians, but it might kind of change. We still very well might put the librarians in here, but if we head around the back, we'll see there's a very large space here. So I haven't decided 100% for sure yet, but this might be a nice spot to build something like an onsen. Then up on this hill, I decided to put our tea house. Again, the terrain here is going to have to be worked quite a bit, but as we come inside, this is the only building with an interior. We have our 2 teacups and then 2 stools for me to sit on by myself. But the best part of this tea house is the amazing view that we have while we're in here. Originally, I was gonna build it up on top of that hill, but we didn't actually have a nice view because we couldn't see our starting base from there. So I think this is just a really nice spot. And if we want a brewer up here, we can put a brewing stand and they can just live up here forever. Then the final build that we just completed is our blacksmith, which of course has nothing inside. Now, something I have been trying to do in these builds is not just texturing for the sake of texturing, but rather making it look like it's shading. So as we can see, a lot of the roofs start as stone brick and then descend through the different deep slates down to tiles as the darkest. And then obviously the walls also have a bit of a gradient going on. Because I was doing that, I went back and had to retexture this build. As we could see, this roof now matches all of the others. And if we look at what used to just be a bunch of snow, we now have some more texture. Oh, and then I also did the same thing with the spruce walls, just to spruce it up a little bit. Get it? Spruce? Because spruce. But now, like I said, we have a lot of terraforming we need to do. I need some sort of path running through this village. We need to then make the path go this way, have it connect to both the tea house and the blacksmith. We got to do something up here. I'm thinking a giant pond, maybe put an onsen back here, a farm on this side, and then, you know, trees, bushes, all of that fun stuff. So I know that we've already had quite a few time lapses here, but I do believe it is time for one more. At long last, our Japanese village is not quite done. I mean, it's mostly done, other than interiors, of course. But I'm sure I'm going to keep going, adding more things, changing things. And I still do need to texture all of this stone stuff. But if I keep waiting until I'm absolutely 100% done with this, I might not upload for another year. Who knows? We already did do a tour of this place, so I'm not going to go back and troll the buildings because they pretty much haven't changed. But as you can see, we have a nice path that just meanders through the village. And then there are some side paths as well, like this one, which leads over to our new wheat farm at the back of this place. And I've decided on this building. Like we stated, it was originally going to be the library, but I did go ahead and put an onsen out the back. So we are going to refer to this building as Book, Bath, and Beyond. I am quite happy with how the onsen turned out. The only thing is, realistically, you wouldn't have an area up there that people could stand on and look into the onsen like that. That just doesn't make sense. Also, I might change this window out because, again, you shouldn't have sight lines into the onsen. But at the end of the day, it's a Minecraft world in single player, so it doesn't really matter. I did experiment with just placing random bushes along the path, but without this encasement, it looked kind of post-apocalyptic. So we have those sporadically placed throughout. I also really do like this little cart design where I kind of get obsessed with this, putting crops inside of a minecart to make it look like a cart. Here we have my storage that is very insanely organized, so don't worry about that. We also do have a little side path over here, which leads to this area, and I did switch this out to be more of the cobbled floor because I feel like that looks better than just grass. Then over here is where I made some of the most significant changes. We have our path, and for whatever reason, I thought it'd be cool to have something that goes over our head while we're walking up this path. I toyed with the idea of turning this into a cave that you would then go through to get to the top, but it would be a very short cave, and then I'd have to mess with the landscape again, so I didn't want to do that. So something randomly inspired me to build an arching bridge to go over there, even though it's not exactly the most convenient because you could just go up this way and it saves you a lot of time. I am quite happy with these cherry blossom trees though, because custom trees are not something I'm great at. Ooh, and from down here, we can see some of our lanterns floating in the sky. It's kind of hard to do lanterns in this game like that. I think at nighttime they look much better than they do during the daytime, but I really just wanted to put in some floating lanterns. And now that I've put them in, which took quite a while because they are a massive pain to put up, having to pillar around to all the different spots, I kind of wish that I started them from here flowing that way, because then in the village you'd be able to look up and see a lot more of them. But I don't really feel like tearing them down. Speaking of tearing things down, I might get rid of that tree. I was really trying to make kind of a white cherry blossom, but because of the blocks that we have at our disposal, it didn't turn out that great. And once we get the pale garden, there is a grayish leaf that might work a lot better for that. But who knows? We shall see. Did I just... Yeah, you're not supposed to be here. Now, I would say that that is all that we added, because that is all that I had added during the time lapse. But you see, I recently finished watching the Apothecary Diaries, so I had to build an apothecary. I was inspired and I felt like we needed one. I was contemplating turning that into an apothecary, but I'm like, nah, I'll just design a whole new building. And it has an interior because it was easy. I just watched the show and then copied the interior, or at least as best that I could in Minecraft. Of course, we are once again doing the same thing with the minecarts looking like planters. And then this is the only one of these planters that's different from the other ones in the village, because I figure as an apothecary, they're gonna want to plant their herbs somewhere, so they would take advantage of any space that they have. Speaking of which, at some point, I need to build a little herb garden around this place somewhere. Ignore the back of this, we don't talk about it. And I think I might end up terraforming this area to give us more space to do so. But again, that's one of the things where I kind of want to do it in the future, but we don't have to do it in this video because I need to get this video out. It has been too long. Can I just say though, I love this view. You come out of here, you have the pagoda in the back, the cherry blossom tree, the bridge, like it's just so nice. I'm gonna have to work out lighting because I think lichen will be something we spam around a lot. I don't like having torches everywhere, but I also want this place to be spawn proof for the most part. And now that it is becoming nighttime, these lanterns are looking a lot better. Now, the whole point of this episode was to build buildings to then put our villagers in. And we kind of haven't done anything with the villagers, but I have absolutely no idea what I want to do for these interiors yet. So that is something I will have to spend some time thinking about and planning. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. I apologize for how long this video has taken to come out, but I very much enjoyed putting this project together, and I am quite happy with the finished or semi-unfinished product. Feel free to like the video if you think it deserves it, and you could subscribe so that at some point in the future, eventually there will probably be another video that you could watch. However, I will see all of you guys next time.